Hello YouTube, this is Little Mr. Hardcore, aka Robert, with a training camp recap. We went on I think it was 6th and 7th, maybe 5th and 6th. I don't remember, but it was a blast. Met up with some people from Facebook. Helped me out in this one spot I didn't know about, which was great. We didn't do very well on the first day. Well, some of us. But anyways, to get to the recap, we did spin this wheel thing and they give you stuff. We got a bunch of random stuff like hand sanitizer and stuff, and we got this Cleveland Browns towel. So that's pretty sweet. Always cool to get Cleveland Browns stuff. Then we also got this one, you had to play cornhole. They gave you 4 bags and you had to see if you could make them in there. First day, I don't think we did very well. We got a bunch of hand sanitizer, and then the second day, my wife, she's 1, 2, 3, all 4 of them, and they give you this golf towel. It's nothing special, just a red golf towel with, I think, a hospital's name on it or something. But everybody was trying for this golf towel, and she got it. And not to be outdone, right after she went, I did the same thing and hit all 4, so we left with 2 golf towels. And then somewhere they were giving these out. Pictures of Joe Thomas with stats and stuff on the back of it. And when we were leaving, the one guy said, "Here, take a handful," and he handed me these. So I got a stack, and I mean stack, of these Joe Thomas things. So that is awesome. Always cool to get that. And then I seen a couple players walking around. Well, not players, but guys with alumni shirts on. I was like, man, those are old players. I know it. And my son, we didn't have nothing for him to sign. And I have this little 4x6 photo that I always bring to get signed by players that ain't supposed to be there or anything like that. Like if the alumni or Hall of Famers show up or whatever. And they, I somehow forgot it at the hotel. Because I set some pictures out. And I was like, man, I can't believe I forgot it. But anyways, we walked right up. And this one was, the first guy was Al Jenkins. And my son was playing with this, so that's why it's all beat up. And because we wouldn't expect, but Drug Mart gave us this football. But he did sign it, and it says Al Jenkins, number 60, the 69 Browns, and the 17-0 Dolphins. Right there. So that is awesome. Did not expect that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that just because, but still awesome to have. And then we started walking a little farther, and this guy was behind the rope, and he started talking to Al, and then a couple people walked up to him. Hey, can you sign? And I was like, what? And then I was like, I'm gonna go ask him, and because I did not recognize him right away. But then we had Al sign this one that was given to us. It's from Ford, as you can see, but he signed here, Al Jenkins, and then the other guy happened to be Doug Deacon, which I can't believe I didn't recognize him, but there he was. And he did fingerprint it a little bit right there above his eye. So, anyway, so we got these little plastic footballs signed by them. And then the first day, we didn't do very well at all until this one guy gave us a spot. He said, meet me here and you can probably get more autographs, which we did, which was awesome. The players were super nice. But I think some of these guys are already, I just looked up the roster today. Some of these guys I think are already cut, which is not good, but what are you going to do? First photo I'll show you is this one. The glare is going to kill me, ain't it? There's this one. And it is signed by, I have it all wrote down so I know who's signed by what. The dog, 8x10 is signed by, this should be easy, but the glare is going to kill me. There's Christian Kirksey, Xavier Cooper, Darius Eubanks, Shane Wynn, Robert Nelson Jr., and Kwan Williams, which Robert Nelson Jr.'s car is the coolest car ever. One of them little tiny smart cars. It was awesome. That was what my wife did. And then here's the one I did for the first day, which is this one. That's Cleveland Brown there. But anyways, I did it in silver. One of the players, his marker fell and hit my photo. He didn't do it on purpose. I seen him drop it. It was an accident. But anyways, here it is. And it is signed by let me see. Shane Wynn, Xavier Cooper, Robert Nelson Jr., Jamie Meter, Darius Eubanks, Darian Miller, Christian Kirksey, John Hughes, Nate Orchard, and Jacoby McDaniel. So that's who I got on that one. And I was thinking, hey, that's good. That's our first day of training camp. Awesome. And then my little boy, who is 8, comes flying by, and he's like, Dad, I finished a helmet. I said, what do you mean you finished a helmet? He goes, I got everybody. And I said, how many? What do you mean by everybody? And he shows me this. There's one side, and there's the other. I was like, wow. And I said, what'd you do? He goes, I just ran around and got everybody's autograph. And this is who's on this helmet. Robert Nelson Jr., Darius Eubanks, John Hughes, Christian Kirksey, Kawan Williams, Nate Orchard, Jacoby McDaniel, Jamie Meter, Shane Wynn, E.J. Bibbs, Gary Bardage, Jim Dre, Kevin Hapley, and Tank Carter is on this one. So that is awesome. And so that was that. And I was like, hey, I think we did pretty good for the end of the day. Then the next day comes and we start getting a little bit better. Like, this is my wife, the one she did. Which, well, what is there, like 6, 7 maybe? That one was a pain in the butt to figure out who signed so tiny. But anyways, this is who's on her 8x10 that she did. This would be Xavier. There's a. I hate this glare. It's killing me. Maybe if I do that. But Xavier Cooper. Xavier Cooper, Darius Eubanks, Mike Riley, Joel. I can never say his name. I don't know why. Just always. It's Joel Bitonio. I think I got it. Andrew McDonald, Dylan Wynn, and right there the big one, Joe Thomas. And everyone was telling me at camp. Or at anytime getting Joe Thomas is awesome, which we've gotten him before, so whatever. And then, as she got that and I didn't know, I'm texting my wife because she's on the other side of camp, and I'm like, "Hey, Joe Thomas is signing like crazy. Get over here!" And she's like, "I already got him. I don't need him." But anyways, here's what I did. I can't unfold the whole thing because this flag is huge. Well, banner is huge. But here's what I did while we were there. And I got Andrew McDonald on here, Nate Orchard, Joel Bitonio, Mike Riley, Joe Thomas, and Ryan Seymour. But there's Joe Thomas. But I've never gotten Ryan Seymour before, so I thought that was awesome. But this banner is huge, so I would like to fill that or do some more with that sometime. So there's that. And then I noticed Joe Thomas was still signing, and I was like, well, I got a few photos that I could get him on. So I added Joe Thomas to this. Now, if I can get Joe Hayden, that'll be finished. Because right there, I already had Dante Whitner from FanFest. There's Joe Thomas. Now I need Joe Hayden to finish it. But that is awesome. And then I finally finished this one. This one was Brian Hoyer's idea. I was only planning on getting Brian Hoyer on it, but he mentioned to me that I should get the other 2 players that were in the photo. Brian Hoyer signed there at the top on the auto show, and then I got Jordan Cameron at last year's training camp. Glad I got him because now them 2 are both gone. And then I finished it with Joe Thomas, which is awesome. So that is awesome. That is finished. And then I was standing like maybe 2-3 feet besides the little rope there in front of Johnny Manziel, and I was like, hey, I'm going to get him this time. I'm going to get him. And I had my own Sharpie prepped and ready to go. It worked before we left, so it was ready to go. And he kept bouncing around me like he did not want to sign for me. He was reaching for all the kids, which is fine by me. Get the kids, fine. And I was like, man, I don't know why he won't sign for me. He looked at my photo and gave me this look, and then I was like, finally he stopped and looked, and I said, here's my gold Sharpie. Can you please sign for me? And he's like, okay. He gives me the short graph, and for some reason, he really lightened he didn't push very hard. But this is what I got. There it is. That's the autograph he gave me. The short graph on my... It's the metallic and that gold like everyone suggested, but that's what he gave me. I'm happy I got it, but that is awesome. But that's what I got from Johnny. And then I'm just ecstatic that I got Johnny. I'm like, sweet, finally got him. And then my son at the end of the camp, when he's done, he comes back to me and said, Dad, I got everybody. I said, what do you mean by everybody? You said that yesterday. And he comes up with this. And I mean comes up with this. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, you did really well. So this is who's on this helmet. This is the biggest one of the day. Shane Wynn, Paul Kruger, Kareem Barton, Xavier Cooper, Dylan Wynn, Carlos Dansby, Darius Eubanks, Christian Kirksey, Craig Robertson. I think that's supposed to be Winston Painter. It might be Vincent Painter. I don't know. I might have wrote it down wrong. Vincent Painter, Andrew McDonald, Mike Riley, Nate Orchard, Vince Melee, Hayes Pollard III, Joe Thomas, Marlon Moore, Darian Miller, Darius Jennings, and he shows me this when we're done. Johnny frickin' Manziel, he got him too. So we got 2 Johnnies in the whole night. That is awesome. And thanks to Kareem Barton there, he signed over top everybody's autograph. But anyways, that was awesome. Johnny's on the helmet, which is awesome. Got him twice. One my son did and one I did. That is freaking sweet. That was our... And thanks to the people that helped me. I didn't know about these other spots. Next year, I will try them again. So that was awesome. Thanks again for that. We had a blast. The hotel we stayed at was pretty cool. We went swimming, and we were the only ones in the pool, which was awesome. Always awesome to have the pool to yourself. Just me, my wife, and the two kids, which was great. What else did we do while we were there? We ate Chipotle. That was great. What else did we do? And then we ended up going to the zoo, which was awesome. Cleveland Zoo, which was also awesome. I think next time we're going to Columbus, though. But Cleveland Zoo was still awesome. Way better than Akron. But anyways, that's my recap. I'm rambling for no apparent reason, because that's what I do. But anyways, mini helmet again real quick. Johnny, yay. All kinds of autographs. And oh, look at this one. He crammed it in there because he had no spot. Even though he could have signed right there. But anyways, thanks Shane Wynn for that. But anyways, Johnny again. And that's what I got. Training camp was awesome. Had a blast. If they don't move it, I'll be there next year. Bye!